And outside of him, out of Sioux Falls, driving the 57, it is Duke Erickson. Starting 7th on the field, he starts in the back out of Dune, Iowa. Driving the number 4 car, that is Jackson Mulder. 8 laps the distance, heat race 1 of 2 in your modifieds.
All right, Joel Viss, we're about to light it up. Head flag man Cody Johnson gives him the sign. Green is in the air. We're A-Mod racing. A-Modifieds here tonight, our 3 premier classes on the Lyon County Fair night. Tuesday night special at the Rapid Speedway. Chad Tenaple off to the early race lead. James Slauson in that 2nd spot. Tenaple and Slauson running 1 and 2. Here comes Duke Erickson. Duke Erickson in the orange 57 running in that 3rd spot. Looking to the inside. Slauson, no room for the 57 to maneuver. Slauson has his eyes on the lead. Chad Tenaple, your race leader in the number 20 machine. James Slauson right underneath him in the white 17S. Duke Erickson in that 3rd spot. And Jackson Mulder making his way up to 4th position in the running order. Tenaple, Slauson, Erickson, and Mulder, your top 4. Eric Faber, your top 5. A-Modifieds here tonight at the Rapid Speedway heat race number 1 of 2 for our A-Mods, and your race leader, the 20 team, Chad Tenaple. Chad Tenaple with the race lead, high up the track in turn 2. James Slauson keeps the 17S pinned down low. 2nd verse, same as the 1st. It is Tenaple and Slauson running 1 and 2. Duke Erickson in that 3rd spot. Jackson Mulder, Eric Faber, your top 5. For the A-Modifieds tonight, Frontier Bank at the Rapid Speedway. Frontier Bank bringing you the race in action, this Lyon County Fair race, a Tuesday night special at the Rapid Speedway. Chad Tenaple, he's got bonus money coming. He is your heat race leader. Chad Tenaple in the 20 team. James Slauson in that 2nd spot. Duke Erickson in the orange 57. He was the A-Mod A feature winner earlier this season here at the Rapid Speedway. He's currently running in 3rd. 2 to go this time by Chad Tenaple, your race leader. Chad Tenaple with the race leader. James Slauson, Duke Erickson, Jackson Mulder, Eric Faber, your top 5. Corbin Erickson, Justin Bolts round out your field. We're coming to the white flag this time around. Chad Tenaple, your race leader. Tenaple and Slauson 1 and 2. Slauson trying out something on the high side, and that white 17S. He'll close to the back bumper, entering turn number 3. Tenaple down low, Slauson up high. Checkers fly this time by. Who's it gonna be at the stick? We've got the 17S of James Slauson. '17S of James Slauson bringing it home at the stick. Great finish there for heat race number 1 of 2.
Well, James Slauson by 7/100ths of a second at the line takes over the lead and takes the win in heat race number 1 from Chad Tenaple. Duke Erickson comes home in 2nd and a Jackson Mulder in 4th. And outside of him, out of Rock Rapids as well, the 81 of Travis Vandentop. Inside of your 4th and final row in the 7th position, driving out of Laverne, Minnesota, taking home the 06W, that is Ryan Walker. 8 laps the distance, your final heat race of the night in our modifieds.
2nd and final heat race for the A-Mods. Kids, we got a Frontier Bank candy toss coming up at intermission following this heat race. Going green for the A-Modifieds. 2nd and final heat race underway. Off to the early race lead, the black and orange 27 of Don Gerritsen Jr. Derek Van Veldhuizen in that 2nd spot. Then you've got the 35 of Nathan Barker out of Lakefield, Minnesota, running in that 3rd position. Tyler Myers and Travis Vandentop round out your top 5. 2nd and final heat race for the A-Modifieds on Frontier Bank night here at the Rapid Speedway. Tuesday night special, the Lyon County Fair races, and Don Gerritsen Jr., your heat race leader. Gerritsen Jr. followed by Van Veldhuizen, Barker, Myers, Vandentop, and Van Veldhuizen. Derek Van Veldhuizen in that 2nd spot. Randy Van Veldhuizen had the back of the pack. 2nd and final heat race for the A-Modifieds tonight. Don Gerritsen Jr. will click off another lap. Don Gerritsen Jr., Derek Van Veldhuizen, Nathan Barker, Tyler Myers, and Travis top. Your top five here in the second and final lead race for the USRA Modifieds. As Myers looks to the inside of Barker for position. That for the third position in the running order. Don Garrettson Jr. checking out here in heat race number 2. Second and final heat race of the night for the USRA Modifieds. Don Garrettson Jr., Derek Van Veldhuizen comfortably in the 1 and 2 positions. Nathan Barker running in third, and you've got Tyler Myers, Travis Vandertop side by side for fourth spot in the running order. Vandertop up high in the red and white 81 machine. Vandertop will take that fourth position. USRA Modifieds tonight. Frontier Bank night of the Rapid Speedway. 2 to go, and Don Garrettson Jr., your race leader. Garrettson Jr. followed by Van Veldhuizen for third spot. Still Nathan Barker, but Travis Vandertop knocking on the door. In that 81 machine, Vandertop high up in turn 2, has to get on the binders, and Garrettson takes a white flag. Tyler Myers will put the move on Travis Vandertop for fourth spot in the running order. And Tyler Myers will take over fourth position. Checkers coming out this time around. Your heat race number 2 winner, the 27 of Don Garrettson Jr. Don Garrettson Jr. in the 27, taking home heat race number 2. Derek Van Veldhuizen running in that second spot. Nathan Barker picks up third. Great battle for that third position. Tyler Myers, Travis Vandertop, second and final heat race for the USRA Modifieds here tonight. Tuesday night special.
Field forms up behind the Rapid Speedway pace vehicle as they prepare for a big payout here tonight. Field makes their way into turn number 3, and race fans, it is time for you to come to your feet. As they make their way off of turn number 4, you make as much noise as you possibly can. We're the best in the Midwest, the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series. And now find your seats as we prepare to do battle here tonight. 25 times around the Rapid Speedway, $3,000 awaits the winner. Lyon County Fair, it is time to get it on. The Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series A feature comes to the start. Clear green. Justin Henderson leads the breakaway with the 53 of Jack Dover in the second spot. Here comes Troy Shores looking for third, coming after the 55 of Nate Aiken. Aiken slips up the racetrack in turn number 4. Shores can make that the 22 of Caleb Johnson, cannot capitalize. Caleb Johnson running in fourth, the 14 of Jody Rosenboom completing the top 5. 1 in, 24 to go. The lead for Henderson already out to 0.8 of a second on that opening lap. It grows here on lap number 2 to 1.1 seconds. Trouble at the end of the back straightaway. Yellow is out over the speedway. Trouble in the third turn where the Stevenson Hardware BSR Company's Adam Henderson, State Farm number 29 of Brandon Stevenson has slid to a stop at the very top of the entrance of turn 3. Yellow lights come on around the Rapid Speedway with 2 laps in, 23 laps to go. Caleb Johnson, Jody Rosenboom complete the top 5. 23 laps to go for $3,000. We're back to green. Here comes the 17B of Ryan Bickett. He was looking to the inside of the 22 of Johnson. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Here comes the 53 of Dover all over Henderson as they go to turn number 1. Dover dives to the bottom. Henderson up there on the high line. Henderson too strong off of turn number 2 for Dover to complete the pass. Caleb Johnson up to third, Nate Aiken fourth. And the car going around in turn number 1. Yellow coming out. The 10 of Lincoln Drewis off the pace, but the yellow flag flies. Lincoln Drewis in the number 10 going around in the OB Specialties Performance 1 Furby's Auto Repair number 10, and somehow he got that car going once again. It looked all but completely stalled, but he was able to get it going. Puts us under the yellow flag, 3 laps in, 22 laps to go. 22 laps to go, Justin Henderson. And the Powersports.com car number 83 brings us back to the green flag. Ryan Bickett over the cushion in turn number 1. The 17B lost a couple of spots. Meanwhile, better restart for the 14 of Jody Rosenboom. He capitalizes and grabs the 4th spot. Nate Aiken all over Rosenboom, and here comes the 44 of Chris Martin into that mix. The Ankeny, Iowa driver trying to get the Green Train Express car up into the top 5 as he works to the outside of Aiken through 3, now off of turn 4, and move Chris Martin into the 5th spot. Jody Rosenboom working the bottom line of the speedway, trying to come after the 22 of Caleb Johnson for position number 3. So far, the Merrill Johnson Farm Toys car number 22 holding on. Ryan Bickett now working on Nate Aiken. Bickett up into the 6th spot. Aiken will run in 7th. Elliot Amdahl is 8th as the 10J of Justin Jacobsma, and Amdahl nearly banged wheels in turn number 3. Amdahl able to hold off the challenge from Jacobsma thus far. Jacobsma is 9th and Brant O'Banion into the top 10. We will enter lap traffic at this point of the feature event. 16 and a half laps to go as Henderson works the high line as he enters traffic. Caution flag coming out over the speedway. Debris spotted in turn number 3. Yellow is out. And that is going to be the wing off of Jared Jansen's 81. There's debris in the top of turn number 3, and I can tell you exactly what it is. You will see the 81 of Jared Jansen come by right here. The top, the left side panel is gone off of that Lindbergh's Transmission Red Rock Bar and Grill, car number 81. So the left side panel completely gone from Jared Jansen's 81 machine. It was picked up on the high side of turn 3.
And this track keeps getting better and better as the laps click by.
Going to be interesting when we get into lap traffic. We'll see if Jack Dover or anyone else can keep pace with Justin Henderson. Here's the green with 16 remaining. Dover takes a look to the inside, but Henderson right rear on the cushion. That's exactly where he wants to be in that 83 machine through turns 1 and 2. Now he'll work off of turn number 4, come to the stripe, 10 laps in, 15 to go for a $3,000 payday. Jody Rosenboom to the inside of Caleb Johnson. Johnson strong on the high line. He holds onto the spot. Big moment between Elliot Amdahl and the 20 of Brant O'Banion. They nearly banged wheels in turn 2 a moment ago. Rosenboom keeping pace with Caleb Johnson for 3rd as Ryan Bickett has caught to the 44 of Chris Martin, trying to get back into the top 5. That number 83 machine took it to the field at the Knoxville Raceway in 360 competition this past Saturday night, and now it leads out front here at the halfway point at the Rapid Speedway. The lead at halfway, 1.8 seconds. Justin Henderson, Jack Dover, Caleb Johnson, Jody Rosenboom, Chris Martin, the top 5. Then Ryan Bickett, Nate Aiken, Justin Jacobsma, Brant O'Banion, Elliot Amdahl in the top 10. Henderson back into lap traffic. It is going to become more dense for your race leader in the coming laps. Dover entering traffic now as well. Henderson having to lead the top in 1 and 2 for the first time, trying to work over the 2014 of Christopher Traum. Cannot clear him on that lap, and here comes the 53 of Jack Dover. He cut 9/10 of a second off the lead that lap. Dover's got to run now in turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Jack Dover reeling in your race leader who has traffic all over in front of him. We come by the line with 8 laps to go. Dover is there. They are 2 wide in front of the race leader, and Henderson has no way around them at this point. Here comes the 53 of Dover on the top. Side by side for the race lead in 1 and 2. Dover and Henderson. Dover runs out of real estate on the bottom, has to lift. Henderson leads. They'll switch lines. Dover goes on the hunt up top. Henderson up top, blocks his progress. Down into turn number 1 we go. Henderson through the middle. Dover on the cushion. Here comes the gas man after your race leader once again. Into turn number 4, the top duo, Ted Carlix in front of the 22 of Caleb Johnson with 5 laps to go. Down the back straightaway, the 83 of Dover, able to get by the 12 of Shores, and now the traffic in front of them has singled out just a little bit. Henderson works to the inside of Trom. He has got that inside line figured out now, does Justin Henderson. Here comes Dover giving hot pursuit through 3, and now off of turn number 4 to 3 laps to go. Dover to the bottom this time as Henderson rim rides here at the Rapid Speedway. Alex Shriver off the track right in front of the race leader, able to come up. Nice move by Henderson to avoid the contact. 2 laps to go at the stripe. Henderson now has 2 cars between he and Jack Dover in the second spot. Shriver slips off the racetrack, brings it down to 1 car between the top 2. Make it nothing between the top 2 as they come to the white flag. Into turn number 1, both up on the top side of the speedway. Henderson, better drive off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 for the final time. Henderson to the bottom. Dover wide open on the top. They come to the line, and it's Justin Henderson winning at the Lyon County Fair with the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series. Well, top 4 cars going to head to Tech. Race fans, are you entertained on a Tuesday night? Wow. Justin Henderson, your winner by a quarter second. The 53 of Jack Dover second. Caleb Johnson third in the 22, and Jody Rosenboom in the 4th spot in 14. Chris Martin 5th in the 44, 17B Ryan Bickett was 6th, 10J Justin Jacobs was 7th, Brant O'Banion 8th in the 20, the 55 of Nate Aiken was 9th, and Elliot Omdahl 10th in the 23. Travis Reber 11th, Alex Shriver 12th, Chris Trom 13th, Troy Shores 14th, Dusty Ballinger 15th, Lincoln Drew is 16th, Chuck McGilvery 17th, Jared Jansen 18th, Brandon Stevenson 19th, and Jacob Hughes 20th here tonight at the Lyon County Fair. Justin Henderson wasting no time. He's up top in the Pizza Ranch victory lane here. A $3,000 victor. He will also pick up the $100 certificate from KNDSafety.com. KNDSafety.com, the official safety partner of the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series.
Well, thank you, Sean Neistat. We're down here in Pizza Ranch Victory Lane. First thing we need to talk to car owner Maximus. You're the car owner. What do you think of this old man driving that car?
Good.
Is he pretty good? Who is this old guy?
Daddy.
He's your dad, you bet. Max is the car owner. The Max 83 machine. Justin, you were on a tear here tonight, and we were talking halfway through that race. The track kept getting better as the track went on.
Yeah, it definitely did. It made it really hard to choose a line in 3 and 4 there, and I was probably doing it wrong. Actually kind of enjoyed being second at that point, but I'm not going to give away a pole position, so it was tough to pick. I know Dover's really, really tough here, and I didn't want to give him any openings, and I started thinking the wrong way there. I started thinking about don't lose this race, and that's the wrong way to think. So I quickly erased my mind and started thinking you're going to win this race. Don't even worry about it, and then things started clicking.
Well, Justin, you and I got the chance to talk. A month ago is when this thing all started. You came here to Rapid Speedway. You picked up the win over Heritage Days weekend. Since then, you've been on a tear. You have been one of the hottest drivers in sprint car racing. You've got multiple wins at Knoxville Raceway, multiple wins at Houston Speedway, and I'm going to take some credit for it.
You can go ahead and take his way. It's this good Rock Rapids, Iowa dirt. You know, this whole car is soaked in it long enough that it's ready to win everywhere we go. But I love coming to this racetrack. It's one of the very first racetracks I ever raced at. My dad took me here, and this is where he taught me that it's easier to go in the corner faster. And since this place doesn't have any walls, he said, if you screw up, just go off the end. Just don't try to save it. So we learned, and I think that first heat race, I went off the racetrack like 2 or 3 times, and I ramped it back up on here, you know, zinged the motor, cut the brake line. It was the first race my mom was ever to. She was a nervous wreck. But from then on, you know, I've obviously always loved this place. We got a lot of wins here. I don't know if we have a championship here, but we got a couple of second places to probably Greg Baker. But I would love to run Rock Rapids, you know, for the rest of my life, at least once or twice a year.
Well, we're glad to have you here. Big Orbs Bar, a big sponsor for you, putting up some big money here to help get you here, and now some bonus money for the win as well.
Heck yeah, we love Big Orv. I hope he brings me a beer. And we also love Powersports.com, Seal Pro, Sealing and Paving. Epoxy Co. is one of my good friends, and he's on this race car too. GRP Motorsports, we couldn't do it without him. Kyle Johnson Trucking, Eslinger Electric, Dan's Pallets, Squealers. All those guys support us, and there's no way to thank them enough. As well as, I did say Big Orv. We love Big Orv.
Absolutely, we all love Big Orv. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Henderson, your sprint car winner.